So we started 10 years ago, and during that time, we've had several different people involved from Greenhouse, and it's just been phenomenal with them to be able to partner with us to help to reach the Eastside community.
Greenhouse has personally been involved with the mentoring program the last 7 years. During that time, I have seen so many of the students really grow. The program has really helped provide that consistency.
Our kids, the biggest thing with them is most of them is their home life. They just don't have somebody there caring for them, loving on them, pushing them, being that guiding force in their life. And that was something when we started the program, that was the main goal. We have plenty of academic programs to provide tutoring and things like that. But we needed something that would be there so that the kids would get that nurturing that they're missing. And that's something we've been able to provide for them, and there's been a lot of success stories that have come out. James is a typical student at Eastside that has a whole lot of baggage, a whole lot of background. He's always had a heart to come back, and that's been really essential because we've had a lot of students that have came through, completed the program, went on to do things successfully, and then they're back with us. So, and James is just one of them, and we're really proud of where he is and what he's done.
My name is James Worthy. I graduated from Eastside High School in 2012. I came back to Eastside my freshman year in college in order to become a mentor through the program because I felt that it was something that I had to do. Individuals in the major program, a lot of them don't have the investment. They don't have a lot of people that are invested in their lives. And having the I Got Your Back mentor program at Eastside High School allows some of those students to get what they need, to get that nourishment.
He has credibility with them because he comes from where they're from. He's lived the life that a lot of them are living, and when he shares a story with them, they see that and he becomes real to them. He's actually one that's been there in their shoes, and they can see as a testament that if I do things the right way, that I can make it.
As a senior at Eastside, through Dean Parker, he invested in me, and I decided to, leave a mark here at Eastside. And the way I did that was through the mentor room, I painted a mural, and it's still there. Dean Parker will not let anyone touch that wall. I'm very passionate about it.
To have a student that wants to leave their mark, it's one thing for them to come back and mentor, but for James to have left his mark when he graduated and be so interested in saying, hey, I'd like to paint something so that everybody remembers, and it could be kind of a sign that this is something from Eastside, that somebody from Eastside did, and then now he can come back and we can point at him and say, hey, this is the guy that did it. He's made it, and this is what he did. That's special for sure.
Someone's always looking at you. Someone's always looking at what you're doing, and hopefully what they're seeing in you is something positive. It's something that's going to bring somebody up.
Kadir's story is just like James's. I mean, he's a really special young man. He comes from really humble beginnings of where he was in school. If you looked at him and you kind of judged the book by its cover when he was young, it's like, and then you see him now, it's like a flower that's blossomed. He's out there, and he's, his thing was the first day he came back, he said, Coach, I want to give back. I want to be a mentor and come back and tell these kids.
One of the things that I really appreciate is Dean Parker. He has really invested in my life over my 9th grade year up into my 12th grade year. Putting me into this program was awesome. It really showed me the bigger picture. It really helped me see things from a different perspective. And now I can take those things and come back and give it to other kids who are in school currently, may not be doing the best with grades and may not have the best living situation right now. But I want to encourage you to reach out and try to get connected with somebody who's willing to invest back into you.
He's been faithful in what he's done, and it's so special to see the kind of impact that if we just have more people willing to impart in these kids' lives when they're young, to see them able to give back, because that's how we're going to change things. It's not through legislation, it's not through anything else, but it's about us spending time in ministry, spending time imparting in people's lives.
When the program started, the at-risk graduation rate at Eastside was only about 37%. Last year, Eastside's at-risk graduation rate went up to 87%, which is magnificent.
One of the reasons I would strongly suggest anyone mentor through the program, through the IGB, is that it will definitely give your mentee a chance to see better. A lot of times we don't have a lot of great examples in our lives, and I definitely highly recommend, being a great example in somebody's life. We really need that.
There are students here that need your guidance. There are students here at Eastside that could use a mentor?
If people want to get involved, they need to step in and come to a program like ours and say, hey, I'm willing to invest in these children's lives. They plug in with us, get with Greenhouse, touch base with us here, and, we'll get them through the process and show them what they need to do, and then we'll get them going.
Us specifically, we're big on missions, but not just financially, we really want our church to be the church, and if there are needs in our community, we want to be able to address those and really be God's hands and feet. If you would like to get involved, contact me, go through our church website, and we would love to have you be part of what God is doing in our city.